Chapter 3 Jamboree continued. Here we go. Point 6. I know that's 6 nines. 6 nines can reduce to what? 2/3. So I'm going to change this to 2/3. I'm going to distribute to get rid of these parentheses. I end up with 2/3 x plus 2/3 times 5 is 10/3 minus 1/2 x equals x minus, oh my good, I don't like this, my goodness, 12, which would be 13 over 4. Now let's see, LC Dizzles, I give a 3, a 3, a 2, and a 4. What do they all go into? Let's see, now do they all go into 4? No. Do they all go into 8? No. Do they all go into 12? Bingo! Followed by both sides by 12. Here we go. Getting rid of these fractions. I don't like them. 12 divided by 3 is 4 times 2. 8x plus 12 divided by 3 is 4 times 10. 40 minus half of 12 is 6x equals 12x's minus 12 divided by 4 is 3 times 13 is 39. Now I have all integer coefficients. This is nice. What can I do? I'm going to combine like terms. 8x minus 6x is 2x plus 40 equals 12x minus 39. Now we're back down to a nice easy problem. Let's bring the x's over here, bring the other numbers over here. I'm going to do it all in one step. Watch. I'm going to remove these x's from this side by subtracting 12x from both sides. Notice how nicely I did that. Now I want to get this guy over here, so I'm going to subtract 40 from both sides. Boom. Now I did 2 steps in one, but notice on each side. The right side I subtracted 12x and 40. The left side I subtracted 12x and subtracted 40. So I was doing the same thing to both sides. Isn't that nice? So 2x and negative 12x is negative 10x's, and negative 39 and negative 40 is negative 79. Now what do? Both sides divide by negative 10. Negative 10. Make sure you divide by the negative 10, and negative divided by negative ends up being a positive. And the question is, how many 10s fit into 79? Well, I know at least 7 do. 7 times 10 is 70. What I end up with 9. None go into 9, right? So I end up with 0, 0. I get 9 remainder. 9 what's? 9 tenths. 70 and 9, sorry. Oh, my goodness. 7 and 9 tenths. I forgot to bring it up. Anyway, 7 and 9 tenths. I just put it in the wrong place. See how difficult this can be sometimes? So, x equals positive 7 and 9 tenths. There we go. Here we go. Next problem. Here we go. Oh, my goodness. This is getting even more difficult. All right, I see this guy. We talked about this already. This guy is 2/3. So, I'm going to write this as 2/3. 0.25. Oh, my goodness. That's 25 hundredths. 25 hundredths. The nice thing is we know that this is 1/4. Alright, anything else in here that's messing around? Oh my goodness, what a mess. I'm going to rewrite this whole thing below because it just became so messy. So, let's see. 7/8 x plus 2/3 x minus 1/4 plus 5/6 equals 2x minus 1 plus 5/12 minus 1/6 x. Oh my goodness, what do all these go into? I have a 12, a 6, 24. Oh my goodness. I gotta multiply both sides by 24, so let's do it. Why? Because we're confident. We're the best. We love it. So 24 divided by 8. What do we get? 3. That's right. 21x plus 24 divided by 3. 8 times 2 is 16x. 24 divided by 4 is 6. Negative 6 plus 24 divided by 6 is 4 times 5 is 20 equals, let's see, 24 times 2x would be 48x minus 24. 24 divided by 12 is 2 times 5 plus 10, and 24 divided by 6 is, yes, 4 times 1 is minus 4x. Now look how nice this is. We're going to combine like terms on this side, and then combine like terms on this side, and see what we end up with. 21x's and 16x's together will make 37x's. Minus 6 and plus 20, oops, sorry, would be plus 14. That's nice. So I combine these guys and I combine these guys. Over here, I have a 48x and a negative 4x will give me a 44x. Combine those two, and now let's look at negative 24 and a positive 10 gives me a negative 14. Look at this. This is ending up being so easy. So let's bring the x to the right this time. Let's subtract 37x from both sides. Got rid of these. I have 14 equals 44 minus 37 is 7x minus 14. Almost done. Let's add 14 to both sides. I get 28 equals 7x. Divide by 7. How many 7s go into 28? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. X equals 4. So it started out to be a really difficult problem. We used a couple things here to make it simpler, easier on the eyes, you may say. Got them down to integer coefficients, combined like terms, and look where we ended up, right here. Nice, straightforward, simple problem. So yes, it can be complicated. Let's see if I think we have time to do one more problem. This one doesn't seem too bad. Oh, this one's not even a solve for. This is just a simplify problem. So let's just simplify this one. I know I can't solve for it because there's no equality, but let's just simplify this. 5x times 3, 5x times x is, 6x, sorry, times x is 6x, minus 6 times 3 is, 5 times 3 is 15 over 6, minus a quarter of 2, which is a half, but I didn't know that, 2/4, and a negative. Negative times a negative will be a positive, 1/4 x. Combine like terms here. I got to switch all these. Let's see, what do these both all go into? Now this is going to be a little bit different here. We're going to multiply all these fractions by 1 because here we can't just go through and multiply everything by one thing to get rid of the fractions here because there's no equality. So I can't walk up to a number and say I don't like it and just multiply it by something and change the value of that number. You can do it in equality because you're doing it to both sides and it's maintaining equality. Here there's no equal sign. So you have to convert all the fractions so that the denominators are the same. And since all these go into 12, we're going to make 12 the new denominator. So let's do that. I'm going to make something over 12x minus something over 12 minus something else over 12 plus something over 12x. Okay? So what am I going to multiply this guy by? I can only multiply each one of these guys by 1. The 1 I'm going to multiply this guy by looks like this. That's a 1. 5 6 times 1 is 10 12. 5 6 and 10 12 are equal. So this is still 5 6. Multiply this guy by 1. Another 2 over 2. I get negative 30 over 12. So 15 over 6 times 1 is still 15 over 6. Nice. 4 goes into 12. How many times 3? I multiply this guy by 3 over 3, and I get 6. Let's double check. 2 over 4 times 1 is still 2 over 4. Still 1/2 or whatever. And 4 goes into 12 3 times. I multiply by 3 over 3, end up with 3 12s. 1/4 times 1 is still 1/4, so that has to be 1/4. Now I'm going to combine like terms. What do I have? 10 12s x. Here are my like terms, and 3 12ths x is 13 12ths x. Now I have a negative 30 and a negative 6 12ths. We'll make a negative 36 over 12. So let's see. Now finally, I end up changing this. Let's change it to a nice mixed number. 1 and 1/12 x minus 3. Ooh, I simplified this. This should say simplify. Didn't put it in there. Anyway, all right. I think we have time for one more equation. Yes, we have 2.5 minutes. Let's see if we can get this thing done. All right. Not a ton of tricks in here. I just see this 0.2. I know that's 2/10, so I'm just going to write this as 2/10. I don't see any other weird things going on here, so let's distribute and then see what happens when we're done with the distribution. 3/5 times x is 3/5 x minus 3/5 times 3 is 9/5 minus 2/10 can reduce to 1/5 equals 1/6 2x would be 2/6, which reduces to, yes, you got it, 1/3 x minus 5 over 6. So let's see, I have a 5, a 5, a 5, a 3, and a 6. Oh, so let's see, what do 5 and 3 both go into 15, and then you want to get the 6 in there too. 6 does go to 15, go up one more, 15, 15, 30. Multiply both sides by 30. 30 divided by 5 is 6 times 3 is 18x, minus 30 divided by 5 is 6 times 9 is 54, minus 30 divided by 5 is 6 times 1, 6. I could have combined these first, but whatever. 30 divided by 3 is 10x, minus 30 divided by 6 is 5 times 5 is 25. All right. Now I have nice integers. Let's combine like terms. Negative 54 and negative 6 is, yes, you said it, negative 60. I have 18x minus 60 equals 10x minus 25. So what can I do to both sides? Let's bring the x's over here. So I'm going to subtract 10x from both sides. So the x's are off this side, but I want all the constant terms over here. So this constant term I'm going to drop over there by adding 60 to both sides. Remember, I'm combining two steps here. It's like magic. But look what happens. It's wonderful. I get 8x equals 60 and negative 25 would be, well, let's see, 60. Let's go down 10 to 50, down 10 more to 40, then down 5 more, 35. I'm almost done here, all right? Divide both sides by 8. Oh, man, how many 8s go into 35? I don't know. This is a real brain teaser. So let's see, how many 8s fit in 35? Well, I know that 4 8s fit in 32. I get 3 left over. 3 what, you ask? 3 8s. 4 and 3 8s. All right, very nice. Let's see what we have for time. Absolutely none. Okay, see you later.